YouTube world, back at it once again. It's Instant Classic 8, and many of you may be thrown off by the title, but yes, it does read that I am buying TNA's Destination X pay-per-view. It's this Sunday. This is the first TNA pay-per-view I've purchased. I want to say since Lockdown. Which Lockdown 2010? I want to say the one that had Kurt Angle and Mr. Anderson in it. I think it was 2010, and then before that it was like sometime in 2008 when the last time I bought a TNA pay per view. But this one looks really exciting. Now, many of you may be thinking that I'm buying it because I think there's going to be a change of direction as far as TNA, and I just want to come in here and say that I don't feel that at all. I'm going to order this pay per view on Sunday, and I don't plan on watching Impact the next Thursday. I've been watching Impact the past few weeks mainly because of the build-up for the pay-per-view and getting myself excited. Also, if you haven't checked out the X Division matches they've been putting on Impact the past few weeks, you're missing something. These are some really, really good matches. But I'm excited about this pay-per-view, mainly because they are going to showcase the X Division. And not only that, it's the fact that they're going to showcase a lot of the wrestlers that I particularly like in a good light, in a good fashion. So I want to support them. I'm going to show them that, this is exactly what I'm going to see. Like I said, I don't plan on watching TNA Impact the next week because I know they're going to go right back to the same crap with, Anderson and Sting and all that. I don't want to see that. And Hogan and no, I don't want to see that. I don't care for that. But this pay-per-view looks to be really good. I mean, if you're just looking at the card, it's not that many matches announced, but just by looking at it, you're gonna get something really good. And I think your $35 is gonna be spent well. And if I order this and it turns out to be a disaster, it's it's all on me. It's something TNA, and I expect this from TNA, but I don't really see them having a bad show here. There's just too many good matches, too many good guys in here, and it should be really good. The only match that, as far as is announced, that I'm not looking forward too much to is Abyss versus Brian Kendrick. Nothing against the match or the guys or anything. I'm just that whole feud, going back and forth. I'm not into it, but it might be a decent match. Who knows? If Abyss walks out as the X Division champion, I wouldn't be mad. I can actually see that happening, but who knows what they'll do. I think the main event is going to be Chris Daniels and AJ Styles. That's going to be a really good match. Obviously, we've seen those guys go back at it in the past, and I don't know if they're going to turn someone heel for this, like in the match or whatever. Obviously, if they do, it needs to be Chris Daniels. You don't need to turn AJ Styles heel at all. But either way, you'll get a good match out of it. Same thing with Joe and Kaz. A lot of people have been down on Joe just because of how he's looked and how he's acted and everything. But can you blame the guy? He's in TNA. Yeah, you get a nice paycheck, but you're not being you're not being pushed correctly or anything like that. For God's sakes, he lost to Devon. It makes sense in storyline, but still, come on, Devon Dudley better than Joe? Come on now. But this should be a good match. I think also I want to say it's Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn. This is kind of the makeup of the match they were supposed to have at Hardcore Justice last year, but Jerry Lynn got injured. Jerry Lynn, I think he has like a bad back, so don't really know how he's going to perform. Obviously, these guys are not going to be putting on what they did in 99 or whatever in ECW, but I still think they'll go out there and do something decent. I'm not expecting a hell of a lot of this match, but I won't expect it to be bad. But like I said, these two guys, they're older. Jerry Lynn's not in the best shape. RVD doesn't seem like the most motivated guy in the world. But like I said, it could be a good match. I'm very excited for the four-way. They have a four-way for a contract, I guess, with Impact. Low-key, Jack. Well, I guess it's a spoiler. I don't even know if this happened yet. But low-key, Jack Evans, Shima Zion, and Austin Aries. These guys, I haven't seen the Jack Evans match yet, but the other three guys, if you can check out their triple threat matches they've had on Impact the past few weeks, it's really, really good stuff. And, all these guys show they're definitely worth having a contract and everything. I definitely see Austin Aries winning this. I hope he does. But any other guys, I'm not gonna. Well, Jack Evans, I'm not really sure about, but any other guys, I wouldn't be upset about. I believe they're also doing. I'm a little confused about this. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be in that match or if it's going to be a completely separate match. But there's supposed to be an Ultimate X match as well in this show. I'm not the biggest fan of that style of match or that gimmick match, but either way, they'll put some guys in there, they'll do crazy spots, and they'll make the people go ooh and all, which is basically what the match is designed for. But either way, besides that, there are a bunch of matches on this show that I'm really looking forward to. Like I said, I don't expect them to change the business model around. I know there's rumors on, if this pay-per-view does really well, that TNA will change the way they, the way they book or something like that. I don't expect it at all. They're going to go right back to the same way they've been doing, and I'm going to go right back to not watching them. But I am excited for this show. They'll get my $35. We'll see how it is. I'll give my thoughts on it when it's over. Until then, Instant Classic 8. Peace.